I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World's Most Dangerous Podcast. B.O.P.'s in the building. What's good?
It's going bar for bar. Shouts out to the fans, man.
Let's get it.
That's good.
Hondo up in this piece.
F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh out.
J Camp.
What's going
Stay
on?
Stay it on us,
J
brother.
Camp, man, come on, hey. J
What's
Camp, the
happening?
favorite part of the show. Oh
Wake
man,
'em up.
hey, wake
Come
up the neighbors.
Come on.
What's goody? What's going down, man? Hey,
What's happening with you?
hey, we got a good show tonight, man. It's Wednesday night. You rocking with the best, man. Hip hop is in the building, man. Hold on, man. We got J Camp. J Camp, what's goody, man? What's going down, man?
What's cracking, man? You know this is a hip hop day.
Come
we
on,
got
man.
hip hop royalty
Come on,
in the
man.
building.
Absolutely.
I'm
we do.
excited, fellas.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh,
I'm
my.
excited.
Come on,
It's,
man.
we celebrating hip hop today. Is what
Come
we
on,
do.
Mama's in here early, man.
Mama.
What's good? What's going down? Samuel's in here
Yes,
going,
man.
hey, man, Samuel giving the middle finger. What's good?
He said, talk yo.
Oh,
Damn.
salute,
Yo,
hey,
we
hey,
good.
salute, man. What's going
Talk
down,
yo
man?
shit,
Of course,
bro.
man. Everybody's in here. What's going on, man? Hey, we
good.
can't help you tonight, man. What's good? B.O.P. What's goody? What's going down, man?
Hey, man, glad to be rocking with y'all. The greatest YouTube channel regarding hip
Come
hop
on,
commentary in the world.
Come
Fresh
on.
Out, World's
Come
Most
on.
Dangerous Podcast. Glad to be rocking with you, brothers. And
Miss
glad to be rocking with y'all.
LB's
Miss
in
LB, what's going on?
Come
We
on,
in
Day
this
Day
beat.
One Club.
We
Salute.
We in this beat. You
Hey,
know why?
man.
Because y'all
We
made
in this
when
bitch.
y'all come here made men's and women's
Hey, hold on, man. Welcome to the family, man.
to the family. Y'all
Again,
made.
You know how we do it over here, man. It's a hip hop family we building over here, man.
Yeah.
So again, it starts
Glad to
with
have
you
you
guys, starts with the
too.
chat. Hold up, man. Devon.
Devon,
Vaughn, what's
Day
happening?
One
What's good with you?
What's up here, man?
What's happening?
Salute.
What's happening in the ethos
What's going
piece?
Right. and
Yeah.
ethos.
Yo,
Emil, what's
EPs?
going on?
What's going
Hola.
down? Salute.
Hola.
Hey, man, if y'all don't understand, man, we got
Shout
some
out to
legendary
Latin
cat in the
America.
building, man. Let's be clear.
Yes.
Super
Yes, we-
producer.
Super.
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 Sean Price.
Uh,
Vic Spence. Cabadonna.
yeah.
Self-titled. Self-titled.
Self-titled. Hey, man, this dude, man,
Apathy.
come on. Oh, what's
Right.
apathy? Oh, no. Come on, you gotta come on, hey, man. This is serious right here, man.
Then he passed.
RJ
Come on,
Payne.
man.
Come on.
And et cetera. And et
My life's a
cetera,
movie?
And et cetera. Young Z.
Come on.
You probably didn't expect me to say that.
Come on.
Stu Bangas is in the building.
What's good?
What's
Stu?
going on tonight, family, man? What's good?
Stu Ferrigno, as Capadonna called you on the album.
Come on,
Stu
man.
Ferrigno, what's good?
Right.
Come on, man.
What's going on, guys?
Now this thing, if I ever needed somebody to get to, I need beat up. We calling Stu. You know what I'm saying? He got this.
got
You know
you.
what I'm saying? Yeah, all
you
day.
got this going.
Hey,
and
y'all
we see,
don't know,
we see the
man.
graphics on the shirt too. That's why Iceberg
Facts.
say that.
fact.
Right.
First of all,
Ski mask way.
legendary, iconic producer,
Yes.
Stu Bangas. We just basically gave the album that he crafted, Bars of the Week. J Camp gave it to him. Bars of the Week. My Life's a Movie. RJ Payne. Stop the cat.
Yes. Salute.
Thank
I
you.
mean, again, man, it's just happy to have you on the platform, man. Everybody loves you over here, man. We've been talking about this for a while. You've been on our big board, man, to talk to.
Top five
J. Camp.
producers, man.
Top five producer.
2023.
Actually, we gave you top five producer last year, 2022. Let's be clear.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Big
Thank
facts.
you.
You killed last year, but J Camp, man, started off, man.
Murdered last year. Just bodied last year, man. I mean,
Yes, Fabby was good.
just with you being from the epicenter of hip hop, I feel the Northeast is the epicenter of hip hop. And so many legends come from that area. Static Selector, the legendary Guru.
Fact.
One of my favorite rappers, Mr. Lift, that nobody really knows about, but he's so dope on the underground scene. For the love of hip hop that we all share here, who was your influence coming up in Boston, coming up in the Northeast? Like,
Facts.
being around like that scene, like who was some of the guys who influenced you?
Specifically from Mass, I would say definitely Static, because when I was coming up, he was already on his grind heavy, and just kind of somebody you could look at as far as work ethic and what do you got to do to kind of get it popping. I would say him, and then rappers Ed O.G. and then they had a group called Special Teams when I was first coming up. It was him, Jason, and Slane. They're all good peoples, man. So I would say those were the two main ones that were kind of repping for Mass when I was first coming up. Obviously, before that was like Benzino and stuff, but that was kind of a little before I started dabbling and making beats and stuff. So
nice. Now, man, as we've all said, and as the chat, as I'm sure feels, we definitely appreciate you having you on. How did you get your break in the game to produce beats for notable and legendary spitters in this hip hop game?
So probably I would shout out my man Derek Castell. We call him Kaz, and he was shopping beats for me back in 2008, 2009, and he got some to Duck Down, and then Helter Skelter picked two of my beats for their album, Dirt.
Classic.
And then they shot a video for one of them. Yeah, they shot a video for one of them. And then after that, kind of it starts to like snowball a little bit. Like one thing leads to another and stuff. But that was the first thing I really,
Okay.
For me,
And has your weapon of choice regarding production always been the MPC, or do you also have a tendency to, veer off every now and then on another beat machine or software?
Always the MPC, but I've had Pro Tools the whole time also for kind of mixing and getting the sound I want combined with the MPC. But I do all the beat making on the MPC.
Okay. I noticed that Gohan from Dragon Ball Z effect that you use at times.
Yeah, come on,
right.
Right. So salute to you for that. Go ahead, Jake.
Right. Yeah, man. Just kind of pivoting back to Helter Skelter. RIP Sean Price.
Yes.
We got a lot of Sean P fans on this platform. Do you have any like stories, whether it's just random, iconic, anything that you can just share of time in the studio with Sean Price? Because we've all heard how hard working he is, number one, but he's elite when it comes to rhyming. So if you have anything that you can share, man, about P, man, we love to hear it, man.
Yeah, so we actually never worked in the studio together. It was always me sending beats, then him calling me like all excited. I like this one. I want to use this one. But the one funny story is from the Helter Skelter album Dirt, when he picked the two beats that he wanted. One of them was this one Rock and Roll, and that was the one they shot a video for. They kind of dressed up like rock beats. I remember him. Yeah, I remember him calling me up about that, and he was like, "And I'm gonna pay you this money you don't deserve, but I fucks with you." And I was just like, "Oh, thanks, man." Like I would have done it for free, bro. I would have at that point. You know what I mean? But he paid me good, man. They paid me good for those. Yeah. So that was, I thought that was funny. And then from then on, we were just cool, man. He was like the coolest dude, man.
That's dope. That is so dope, man. And I won't forget like your both Sean P's work, of course, and yours as well. Though y'all didn't get to work together as preferred, for projects probably such as what was that, Definition of God and that Price of Death. I mean, yeah. So I mean, phenomenal bodies of work, but again, rest in peace to Sean P. And I'm glad that y'all were able to do something together to some degree. You pretty much single-handedly ran 2022, along with, other legacy producers of modern day era. And I mean, you have projects that you have produced solely as Stu Bangas. We're talking about the Apathy, King of Gods, No Second, which we reviewed as well. You contributed to Vic Spencer's Impact album, the RJ Payne, as mentioned earlier, My Life as a Movie, Volume 1, and just the Vinny Paz as well, that dropped, and just many others. That's we just wanted
don't
to
forget about the Capadonna too.
the Capadonna, yes, the third chamber,
come on.
third chamber grill bars. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's where I heard that Stu Ferrigno.
Exactly, it's Stu Ferrigno.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't forget. But I just say that because there's many other bodies of work that you've done. But how were you able to really outdo yourself musically from a master producer standpoint with every project that you put your just talents on?
Oh man, thank you for the compliment. First of all, I appreciate the love, man.
Salute to you, man.
Yeah. Thanks, man. But I mean, as far as that goes, I just like this is all I do. I make probably like 5 to 6, 7 beats a day, and when an artist like kind of links up with me and says they want to work, then I kind of just like kind of go and analyze if I don't already know their catalog. And then I kind of see, and I try to do my type of beat, but I kind of tailor it to them. And then I just find if you can kind of match the BPMs that they kind of rap on and the vibe they're on, usually to the best of your ability, you'll get the best out of them, and then it usually turns into a good album. So
okay, yeah, okay, and that's a gem that you just gave for some of those out there that
Super gem.
That needed to hear some practicality as far as a success principle. But speaking of production, because I don't want to lose sight of this, we oftentimes pride ourselves on legacy. And on your YouTube page, I saw your son, Young Bangers. He was working on a nice grimy sample on the MPC one about 6 months ago or so.
Yeah.
So is he still coming along pretty nicely with the beats under your guidance and tutelage?
Yeah, man. Thank you for asking. He's getting he's light years from when we started. We started right when COVID hit, and everyone was home, so it was like, why not? And then, but today, actually, I'm working with Sick Jack and from Psycho Realm on an album. And I had to send him some of Young Banger's beats, and he hit me up today on WhatsApp, and he was like, "Yeah, I just wrote to one of Young Bangers. I just finished the song going."
Let's go.
And then RJ Payne has rapped over one of his beats too.
Man. Wow.
Talk about that's legacy right there. That is legacy. So salute to your son, man. Yeah. And Miss OB said, "Stu, thank you so much for pulling up and blessing the chat with your greatness and wisdom."
Facts. I mean, to that point, Bebo P, that's the each one teach one thing.
Yes,
that's like giving hip hop continuous legacy. We letting hip hop live on because it's the Stews of the world, the alchemists of the world. They're bringing out the best in these MCs, and they're the ones who's bringing hip hop back. So now that we got Young Bangers out here, making sure the young folk understand this is the essence of where hip hop came from.
Right.
And if you don't know, you better know, because it's coming back, and this is what people are craving for now. There's such a hunger, and I think Iceberg had gave some flowers to Griselda for kind of like bringing that hunger back around like 2014, 2015. It's where people really started craving for boom bap again.
Right.
You know, because that's pretty much how the three of us connected, was from that era of rap. You know, we all grew up on Wu. We all grew up on, Tribe Called Quest, all the legendary groups we grew up on. So the fact that style is really back now, and all the old heads, all the guys that we listen to are now wanting the Stu, aka Capadonna. They now blessing the Stu Bangas type beats, because that's what's bringing them back to the forefront. So this production that you're doing, man, it really is lighting the fire for these MCs, man.
Yes.
We just want to thank you for that. I mean,
thank you so much.
It's a beautiful thing to see for us as guys who grew up in the early 80s to be able to kind of get that music back that we love. Oh man, I mean, it's unbelievable, man. It's such a great feeling.
Thank you, man.
Well, this thing too, Stu, like, I mean, 2022, come, like, you killed it. The Apathy, the RJ Payne, that My Life is a movie. It's in the deck right now. Let's be clear. It's in my deck right now. You know what I'm saying? I got it on a little bit late. You know what I'm saying? Jay can't put me onto it. You did the Vic Spence joint. You know what I'm saying? That's our guy. You know what I'm saying? The Impact joint. Mm-hmm. How are you crafting all this stuff at once, man? Is this stuff coming out slowly? Pause. Like how like are you just throwing dudes just like 10 tracks at a time? Is it a slow process? Because again, the apathy was just crazy, man. Like let's be clear.
Crazy.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
The RJ Payne joint, it sounds like almost like a comic book that came to life, like a movie that came to life for real. How are
it's
you
all
doing this
unique
stuff?
too, Iceberg.
Yeah. What's the
it's all unique
inspiration,
to
man?
those artists.
I gotta give Payne credit for that. I probably sent him like 400 beats. I would say, like he just kept asking for more. Like
He was probably
but
like,
he had a vision.
Yeah.
He had a vision. He wanted to make
Hundo.
it like he thought of the theme of that himself, and so he kind of. I just sent the beats. I got to give him all the credit on that. Me and Vic, we've been cool. Like that album been done for like 7-8 years. We were just sitting on it.
Okay.
And then the apathy, that's my man from way back. So I already know what he wants. He's easy for me to work with because I've been working with him since AOTP days. So I know what he wants. And that album was really easy to make. And then he got Jadakiss on it. He got Black Thought on it. And
God,
that was like life goals for me right there. I was like, man, all right.
Let's go.
Man.
that ended 2022 as well. Like we had to readjust our top albums of the
Facts.
year because
Yeah,
of that apathy.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
Man, we got to bump this apathy now
Yeah.
to the top 10. Like,
Oh, yeah.
this is too heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Speaking of apathy, I was always an Ill Bill guy too, man. Like in the mid, like 2000, like late 2010-ish era. And I know y'all had some crazy work together too. Are we going to get any new Stu Bangas Ill Bill work? Because I
hope so, man. we did one called Cannibal Hope that people seem to really like,
Oh,
and
man,
it's so well.
crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy.
Thank you. But I guess when the time is right, like Bill got on the Capadonna album, he jumped on one, and then I've got like 3 or 4 beats on his next solo album that's coming out. So I hope to do another full one together if and when the time is right. Shout out Ill Bill, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, shout out to Ill Bill.
Absolutely.
You know, you just reminded me something, Stu Bangers. Since I think it was 2019, that project Cannibal Hope came with Ill Bill and you came out, and you mentioned that along with the Empires album with Eric Bono of Cypress Hill, and you mentioned in so many words that you never went back to working a W-2 job again since being let go due to the effects of the just a few years ago, because your money from the music had you straight, and your the people, the fans supported you as always for that. So what words of advice do you have for other aspiring producers or producers trying to get on your level out there watching this interview now, who are working a job or something of that, has some other things going on in life while striving for something more different in their lives?
My main advice, it sounds a little cliche, but if it's something you really love doing, don't stop doing it. Even if you got to work that grind, like that 40-hour, 50-hour work week, if you got your kids, obviously that comes first, but when you have that free time, schedule it so that you can do it, and schedule it so you can do it during like kind of peak hours is what I call it. Like try to alter your sleep schedule to where you can wake up with time where you're focused, not always when you get home from work and you're all tired. Like try to find a way to balance it in there when you're like focused and clear-headed, so you can really bang out some heat, and just do what you can do. Stay on your social media grind. When your fans that you got hit you up, interact with them, because they really appreciate that shit. And it's like the fans are the most important part about it, man, because they decide what they want, what they like, what they want to spend their money on. Yeah. Make dope music, but you gotta make connections with the people as well too. So,
and you definitely have a talent in doing so on your social media. So we definitely see that in the content that you richly put out there, the numbers that you generate, and all that. Speaking of the fans, one of them just asked, what do you do as a producer when you have a tendency, or if you have a tendency to hit that wall, equivalent to writer's block? Shout out to Fab D.
I would say for me personally, I'll stop making beats for the time being and just dig. Like, and there's so many places, like it used to, when I first started making beats, like I'm from the area you guys are from, you had to dig you had to go to the record store to get samples. Like, or, you know what I'm saying? Now there's so many places you can go online to just find samples. So just start shout out my man Al Scratch, man. That's my dude.
Yes, Scratch. Yeah, man. Come on. We had to count the 7-inch pause.
Hell yeah. But yo, just Fabian, just start digging for samples, bro, and put the beats to the side, stack up a bunch of shit. That way when you're ready to come back at it clear-headed, you got a full arsenal of sounds to fuck with. It's drums too,
Facts,
you know.
Facts.
Absolutely, man. I mean, just kind of on that note, on that topic, we got folks like in this chat and that we just know, man, who's like aspiring artists, man. They're trying to get in the game. They're trying to do their thing. Tell people about your Patreon, because I know there's some gems in there that people might. I mean, if you're trying to get your stuff out there, if you're trying to bar out, tell people about your Patreon, Stu, man, where people might.
How can they join that joint?
So if they go to like my Instagram or my Twitter page, whatever, you can hit the link that's in my bio and it'll pop up. You can go to it and sign up. Basically, the way it works is it's tailored for other beat makers. There's 3 tiers: basic, VIP, and all access. And based on whatever tier you sign up with, you get a different tier level of samples, like exclusive samples every month. Quite a bit, actually. I try to really feed the guys a lot of stuff, and then I do tutorial videos, and then we've started a Q&A to where other beat makers can just ask me literally any question they want, and then I'll go and do a bi-monthly, twice a month video answering the questions to the best of my ability. And then if they want to revise their question, like if I didn't answer it exactly adequately to their liking, we can kind of go back and readdress it. And then the most fun part, I think, though, has been we're doing like a sample flip contest where I'll give all the beat makers a sample, and then they'll do their version of it, send it to me, and then I'll do an IG live. I've had Psycho Les on there with me. I've had DiBiase on there with me. Jay DePino, my man from Rhode Island. And we'll listen to the beats, and then we'll pick a winner. And they get a free sample pack, whoever wins, but they get the exposure too. I mean, we've had probably up to like 120 people in the chat and the live ones watching it. So it's pretty cool, you know. It's a good time. And I think they're getting a lot of good knowledge out of the Patreon page, the other beat makers.
That is awesome.
That's dope.
Miss LB got a question. She says, Stu, do you have certain samples of music that's specific to certain artists before you work with them, or do you just build once y'all kind of link up?
A little bit of both. I think if I reach out to an artist, I already know what they're sounding like. It's going to be somebody that I'm a fan of, and which means I've listened to their music, so I kind of feel like I could bring something to the table that would work. Or if they're reaching out to me, they've probably already checked for my beats, and they probably kind of like what they hear. But then, you know, you kind of tweak it a little bit as far as everyone has their own tempo they kind of rock with. Right. So you'll kind of tailor that specifically to them. And then once you start communicating, like Wordsworth hit me up, and we're working on some stuff now. And he gave me direction, like, here, yo, you got any more up-tempo stuff right here? Like, I'm like, yeah, I'll start working on that. You know what I'm saying? Then so it's kind of a combination of both, I would say.
Okay.
It's definitely a win-win, man, for the people. You know what I'm saying? If you really trying to learn from somebody who's really doing that thing, man, sign up for that package. To me, get the VIP package.
Yeah, invest in yourself.
I mean, if I'm trying to be out there, I want the best material that I can possibly get and the best knowledge. I want to be able to ask every single question. I encourage all you producers, if you want to soak game,
yes,
join that VIP Patreon. Pay the bread. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it for you.
I feel like it is. I just saw my man, the silent one in the chat. He's a VIP member. He just said what's up.
There we go.
Salute to the silent.
There you go. Yep.
Welcome to Fresh Out too, brother.
Welcome. So there's no denying that the future is approaching us ever so fastly and just quick. So with the advent of artificial intelligence creeping and seeping its tentacles within even the music industry, along with many other fields of professionalism, if you want to call it that, what are your thoughts regarding AI from an artistic standpoint, but also from the standpoint of the producer? Do you feel like do you feel like AI serves as a threat, or do you feel like it might be just something different or something opposite of that?
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I don't think I fully understand the extent, the magnitude of the the role it's going to play just yet. But one thing that stood out to me, was funny. I was talking with Vinny Paz the other night. He's one of my best friends. Just music aside, he's a legend, bro. Like
he really
he's
is.
He's legit a legend, and the coolest, one of the coolest people I've ever met. But he sent me a song that was like from a AI Jay-Z. Did y'all hear that song?
Yeah.
That blew my mind when I heard that.
Crazy,
I was like,
man.
what the
Yeah, we just covered that a few weeks ago, actually. Yeah, sounds just like him.
That's scary to me, man. That's scary.
Me too. I think there's eventually going to be a court precedent sense, some sort of thing that's going to have to address it. But I don't know. I really don't. I'm not capable of seeing where it's going to,
I got you.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish I could answer your question more effectively, but
no, that you did just fine, man.
Great.
Just wanted to get your take, since again the future's upon us. But you are the future, man, as well as other legacy producers, man. You keep doing your thing. Do you have like a wish list of artists that you have yet to work with but haven't done so yet? Is there?
Yeah, at the top would definitely be like Pusha T. And, and then definitely Nas.
Okay. Yes.
Those would be my two main ones. That,
I gotta ask this though. What's your favorite Nas album? What's your favorite Nas album?
My favorite Nas album, it's still probably It Was Written.
Okay. That's second album. Yeah.
That one and the first one. Those are my two favorites. So
okay, the first and the second.
We got John real quick. John wants to know, he says, Stu, big fan. Is the Patreon joint got full songs for MCs in it?
John, right now it's kind of, first of all, thank you for being a fan, man. I appreciate it, man. It's really just more tailored to producers, this version of it. I've kind of tested it out as a beta version, and then I think eventually I'm going to make one for fans where they get exclusive songs, exclusive merch. But this one's kind of centered specifically towards the beat makers, because I really wanted to try to build with some of them and just see where we can take it and see what can come of it. So
Miss LB is asking you, Stu, do you come from a musical background, from family that plays music, or is musically talented, instruments, anything of that nature?
Where did talent come from, basically?
I don't really. The thing is, my dad played me Run DMC and he played me 2 Live Crew when I was like 6.
Hey, shout out to Pops.
Pops
going in
2 Live Crew.
Got
that free 94 coming out too. Shout out to 2 Live Crew.
Yeah, salute.
Man, shout out to Papa Stu.
Yeah, Papa Stu in there going crazy. Yeah,
Papa Stu getting it in.
I was hooked, man. I was hooked immediately. So
okay, nice. Any other favorites in addition to 2 Live Crew and folks of that nature, from back when?
He was playing LL Cool J too. But I mean, when I first really decided this is what I wanted to do was when I saw the Mass Appeal music. I used to get those VHS tapes out of the back of the Source. They would send you with like 10 songs a month. I Premiere cutting up on Mass Appeal. I was like, I want to get turntables, so I saved up for like 2 summers and bought Techniques. So I was doing that
classic.
First. Yeah.
Okay. Do you still spin at times on the tables or no?
Nah, I kind of put it to the side just to focus on the beats. I wish, but I kind of lost my skills.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. I mean, what's next for you, man? Like this year, like where is Stu Bangas going for the rest of this year? I know you probably can't talk about like some of the projects that you're working on, but as far as like things like in the pipe, like how many projects do you think, or do you have kind of planned out? Because we in Q2 now, so a quarter of a way through the year. But what's next for you as far as like finishing out this year?
So I got an album coming. It's my beats. Me and Bobo from Cypress Hill doing the beats with Psycho Les from the beat.
Salute to Eric Bobo.
Salute to Eric Bobo.
He's the man, dude. He's the man. He's a good mentor of mine, a good friend of mine. I kind of look at him like one of my OGs. Like he shows me and my son a lot of love. So he's really giving me some great opportunities in this shit. So shout out to him. I got an album with AG from DITC. That's finished.
Oh,
shout out to Fat Beats. Fat Beats put that together.
Salute to Fat Beats.
Me and Sick Jack are finishing up our album. That's almost done, and then hopefully we'll be going on tour for that in Europe.
Okay.
Shout out to my man Apollo Brown. He brought me on tour in March. And he's a good brother right there, man. He's a good dude. So
man, we seen that too. Like following your Twitter, we seen y'all was overseas, man. That just seemed lit because the crowd was going bananas.
He's a celebrity over there. So I was just kind of like riding along, like getting in where I fit in. But yo, you guys were talking about the resurgence of hip hop. They love this. They love it over there, man. They love it.
Salute to everybody.
It's second nature. It's second nature to them over in Europe.
Hey, Stu, why do you think they're not pushing hip hop as much? But the stars like Rock Marciano, Knowledge, Nimlo, these cats are still surging over here, even though they're not pushing it. Why do you think they're not pushing it? But why do you still think they're surging?
That's a good question. I just think whatever they think is going to generate the most money, like if you're talking about major labels, that's what they're going to get behind. But I mean, they've carved out their own scene for them. Dudes like Rock Mars and Griselda. Like Griselda really brought it back in my opinion.
Facts.
I'm a huge fan of Conway as the most out of all of them. But they're all good. But
same.
So I don't know though. Yeah, I just think they just go with whatever they think is going to make the most money. I guess that's my cliche answer for that.
Gotcha.
I got an album coming out though with Chino XL too, and then working with Paz on his next album. We got one with Saigon on the song, and just keep it busy, man.
Man, speaking of album, I mean, you have a lot of work in your catalog, whether it's providing production for other artists or just projects of your own beats just to showcase out to the masses. I mean, from Capadonna and with you on the Third Chamber, the Machete Mode, Guerrilla Dynasty. I mean, just Empires. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. Do you have a favorite or list of favorites in terms of your body of work that you did along with other people, or just maybe some of your packaged beats, like a top 3, a top 5 of your own, work, so to speak?
Yeah, I would say probably Cannibal Hulk, the Empires album with Bobo, and Black Poet Society with my man Black Poet. And then
I remember Black Poets. Yes.
And then just the stuff I've done with Vinny Paz I feel really strongly about, and then the work I did with Sean Price. Those are probably my.
Oh gosh, man. You just made me think about obviously we just talked about Sean P, rest in peace to him again. But we reviewed that Vinny Paz album and you had like about 4 joints on there. So we definitely wanted to give you your flowers because we reviewed this past December 2023, man. And that's nothing to sneeze on. I mean, you even you had the joint with Method Man featured. I know that was you. Yeah. Invisible Ether, I think is what it was called. The Curse of Canaan was corrupt.
That was special for me because I made the sample too, like off with synths and shit. So that was like extra special for me. So yeah.
Well, we definitely just want to give you your flowers, man, and give you a big salute, man, for keeping the culture of hip hop's production raw, gritty, just all around hip hop. Not only just coming from you, but to pass that on to your legacy by way of your son, Young Bangas, and salute to your son as well.
My question was though, who costs more, you or your son? You know what I'm saying? Who's charging more? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Come on, Stu.
Is it negotiable? Can I get a negotiation with? If I get the double joint, you know,
we got to do one of these.
Yeah.
I mean, who's playing?
Like that, I'm charging more than you, son. Back up. You know what I'm saying?
He will be eventually.
His son, no. His son said, no, this is on me.
It's mine. Give me that joint.
Let me get
I got the manager fee. You know what I'm saying?
The big stack.
Yeah.
That's right.
One last question for you though, Stu. at least that I have. Do you think that hip hop will continue to go to the way of like a single producer for an MC? Because it seemed like all the best albums that we've seen going back to like 2020, where you had like Freddie Gibbs, Madlib, Freddie Gibbs, Alchemist, to your like the Capadonna Stu Bangas, the Apathy Stu Bangas, the Nas and Hit Boy. Do you see this being like the new trend moving forward for hip hop?
Yeah, I do. One of the main reasons I think is that we touched on it before, like the majors aren't really funding albums like this as much as they used to. So when you do a traditional album with multiple producers, they all want to get paid. So there's really not the budgets for it as much as there used to be. Whereas if one producer and an artist team up, we can do it together and then we'll split the money. You know what I mean? So it's just easier to do it. So I do think that's going to be like the new trend.
And it's easier to me to build that chemistry because you see these albums that sound flawless, where you got a bunch of producers on that album, stuff is all over the place. I mean, you might be able to hit a home run on one of those, but it's unique to do it because you have to have everybody on the same page. And I just think the way that this trend is going now is better for the listener because we get used to that Stu Bangas sonically. That's what we want to hear. We're hearing Vinny Paz over that. We're hearing Ill Bill. That's what we want to hear now because it fits the artist.
It does.
It fits the artist. It makes the artist stand out.
I'm glad y'all want to hear it. That's good for me too. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Well, this thing we talked about the AI joint, but there's no way AI can take over Stu Bangas joint.
Not a chance.
You know what I'm saying? The way you craft your drums. Like I saw you were talking about your bass lines and how you get all that prepared when you start making your beats, man. My last question, man, and it was kind of stemming off of the J Camp swag we kind of talked offline, was how you're helping cats with mental health and also depression. Can you talk on that a little bit as well? And then also, where can somebody find some help if they're going through these things?
Yeah, I mean, before I started doing the beats full time, I was working as a clinician at it was a place called High Point. It was basically the next step after somebody gets off the street trying to get clean from like heroin or alcohol. They'll go through the detox, and then after like the 2-week detox, after they're done with that, they would come to my unit and we would come up with a treatment plan to kind of help find a way to keep them on a straight and narrow and on to bigger and better things. I mean, because I relate to that too, because I had my issues. Thankfully, when my son was born 12 years ago, I was able to get my life turned around. That was enough motivation for me, but it's not always, each person is their own, you know? So I was doing that. That was going to be my career. I was going to get another certification. I was studying for it. And then the album with Bobo and the album with Bill, they were making money. And and that's my first love. So I kind of stepped away from the clinician work just to focus on the beats. But yeah, I mean, to get help, there's always people out there. There's always places you can find. If you just got to do a little research. And I mean, there's a better day ahead. I mean, that stuff leads nowhere, man. So, and everybody got people that love them. So nobody wants to see you like that. You know what I mean? So,
well, salute to you for your work in that when you were engaged in that profession, but also shout out to all of those that you've helped and all of those who are still seeking help. So salute to them as well. We never want to lose sight of those who are trying to do their best or are in need of such such professional assistance. Stu Bangas, man, you're one of the producers out here, once again, that's keeping the sound tried and true in this culture of hip hop. And for that, Fresh Out, as well as our chat out here, wants to salute you and give you your flowers, man.
Absolutely.
Keep doing what it is that you do best, man. Keep doing what you do best, man. We definitely appreciate what sonic contributions you've crafted on just a grimy boom bap hip hop overall hip hop level, and we definitely would revel in you coming back to visit us here on Fresh Out soon.
Anytime,
man. We definitely appreciate you for all that you do on the music front, and once again on the mental health capacity or profession side of things. When you were on that, so mega thanks.
Thank you, guys. Anytime. I appreciate the invite. I had a great time. Thank you.
Hey, we enjoyed you just the
We
same.
enjoyed
man.
you, Stu, man.
Hey, like I said, we're gonna talk to you and your son about getting a beat from you for the intro, man. We gotta get the money together first. You know, we're gonna get it all together. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get
We'll figure something out, guys. Just
yeah,
let me
we'll
know.
get the we get a little collection plate. You know what I'm saying? Get a little collection plate going.
Well, gotta wipe the bill.
Get a Stu Bangas. We need Stu Bangas intro money.
Well,
Yeah, man.
his
But
son
again,
said,
man,
this is his time and this is your time.
But again, man, you know, like I
Shout
said,
out to
thank you
man.
so much for coming through, man. We appreciate
Absolutely,
your time, man, because I know
We
time is money. But again, we appreciate your fresh out, J Camp, BOP, you know, Iceberg.
Man.
We salute
Thank you
man.
guys, man. I appreciate
again,
you guys, man.
All right.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Good night,
Hey,
man.
the chat's giving you your flowers
Yeah.
too, man, and your praise.
Oh,
man,
also,
so-
hold up. Tell them where they can find you real quick before you step
Absolutely.
out of here.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, Brutal Music, BRUTAL music.org. You can find everything you need on there, or
Okay.
hit me up on the Instagram or the Twitter or the Facebook. Stu Bangas.
And
Also,
the
too,
merch,
hold
too.
up.
Yeah.
We got the merch right here. Come on, man. Cop the merch
There you go.
over there. You know what I'm saying? We'll put the link in the chat. I'm actually I'm gonna cop that Thundercats joint. You know what I'm saying? That's me right there. But again,
Yeah.
hey, salute, Stu. Again,
Dude,
man.
I
we
gotta
appreciate
salute
all
you
the
with
love,
these, man. Talking about brutal music, man. I gotta salute you like this, man.
So,
Thank you guys.
We appreciate you, man.
Appreciate
Shout
it,
out to
Steve,
you,
man.
Likewise. Y'all be
Back
good.
again.
peace.
Absolutely.
Jeez.
Hey, man.
Man, there you
Stu,
have
There
it,
you
folks.
have it.
Bang is in the building.
There you have it.
Hey, one of the real ones, man. Come on, man. You know how it
Absolutely.
goes down.
Hit that like and
There you
subscribe
have it.
Come
button
on.
for such rich commentary and content that you got on this platform called Fresh Out. Iceberg,
Come on.
best host in this hip hop commentary space, J
Come on,
Camp,
man.
as well as yours truly, Bebo P,
Oh,
and
hold
as
on,
well
hold
as
on,
y'all,
hold on, man.
as
Hold
well
on.
as y'all,
Dr. Silverthorne.
Reverend Dr. Professor Silverthorne to you, J
Right.
Camp.
Well,
Salute,
man.
man.
I forgot.
Wait a minute, man. Hold up.
I forgot.
Hey, here we go.
Baby, hand me that handkerchief.
There you
know,
go, J Camp.
I'm sweating over here.
Pass out a collection plate, James. Hey, Silverthorne's in the building. Salute. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget to wipe the beard and sideburns.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, Bass, I gotta salute you with the
Yeah,
Reverend
salute.
Rag.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Facts. What up, Nino?
Nino
Hey, man,
Bass.
everybody's in the building again, man. Of
it
course, what's that girl? Yeah, David Burns in the building, man. Salute.
David
You know what I'm
Burns.
saying? Day One Club, Cedar Hill, Texas, man. Hold it
Hill,
down, of
Texas.
course, man.
We
We didn't say Erica Love's in the building. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in Carmen. We didn't say salute to Carmen, Nino
And
Bays,
you're right.
man.
I don't know. Is that pertaining to the mental health mentions
Yeah,
there?
that's what she was talking about
Meditation
earlier.
music.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Salute. Yeah.
And like I
Meditation
said, Silverthorne coming through on the cash app.
Oh man. Well, I gotta wipe myself with some of these now. Reverend Dr. Professor Silverthorne, Lord have mercy.
Lord. Hey, we got a good show though, man. We got a couple more questions, man. Y'all gotta stay in here for a little bit, man. Real talk.
Nino Bass cracking up.
Hey, tonight's sponsored by, of course,
Miss
man.
LB, we got
Drizzly,
you.
Miss LB. I'm putting the joint up in there now. I got the link for you, man.
We got
20%
you.
off, man. We got you holding down.
Got you.
Our guys over at GOAT, man, for the apparel, man. If you want to advertise with us, man, email us. We put that in there too. But shout out to GOAT,
Pimp
man.
Squad, baby.
Holding it down. The greatest of all, ts.com.
Yeah.
Hit them up, man. But of course, man, first, we
First.
gotta talk about that Doja. J Camp's favorite chick, man.
You already
right
know.
now, man. Hold up, man. Where am I joining? J Camp's favorite chick, man.
You lied. You lied.
First of all, Doja Cat says that she's focusing on rap. Now we understand she sold millions with her last album. But it was pop though, you know what I'm saying? But ever since then, man, we saw her doing a lot of crazy. We saw the diamonds on her head. We saw her in Dubai getting on, you know, all that bull. Do we need another female rapper who's getting manufactured that's not getting a Stu Bangas beat? You know what I'm saying? Do we need that? Do we need Doja Cat rapping, man? And then she also saying the album's gonna be more masculine. Do we need that?
I mean, we already have a bunch of Doja Cats right now. I mean, I'm not really sure what news she's going to bring.
What's up, man?
I mean, obviously the labels is
Oh,
pushing
man.
it to Stu Bangas'
Yeah.
point because they see a lane for Doja Cat. But
Okay.
I'm not saying that Doja Cat is garbage. I'm not saying that at all. Like that's not what I'm insinuating here. I'm just saying as far as like that sound, like you know,
Okay.
sonically, like there's already a bunch of Doja Cats out there
Facts.
because that's what they pushing. So I don't know what new we're gonna get.
Karma saying we don't need none of that.
We don't really need it. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. It's like if you got it's like Sam's Club. There's a whole bunch of that already on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? They got crates of the same thing right now, man. Like we don't need anything additional because you're charging us all the same for it.
Beaver, what you think about your favorite girl that you know says everything right, man, politically? What are you thinking?
Oh yeah, as far as well as racially.
Stop it.
Right. And speaking of which, Darren Harris led perfectly right into the opposite of Doja Cat. Shout out to Nas for that ultra black
Shout out
song.
to Darren Harrison.
Yeah, Darren Harris knows.
And,
Darren,
and salute to
Darren Harris.
Nas for that bar.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Hey, hold on.
You know,
Ryan saying
1000.
Glorilla, my girlfriend's the best right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, easy now, easy.
Yeah,
You got your-
she, baby.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Gorilla. What y'all thinking?
Nah. I think your work wife gonna get you after the show.
Salute to Ryan for that.
Right.
Yeah,
Devon said
put
hip-hop
some
deserves
respect
more
on the hip hop
respect.
name though, real
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, we definitely don't need any more of this manufactured. You know, we definitely don't need any more Doja Cats.
There's
Now-
enough Mattel. There's enough Mattel dolls.
Yeah,
Right.
already.
and that's what it is. It's some fake bull, right?
Yeah, it's
Right.
Mattel is what this is. Fisher
But
Price.
Bebo, you co-signing the Doja Cat rap? Because like I think so. Who said that? Nino or somebody was saying that she's been rapping before. No, it was shout out to David Burns, man. She's been rapping
Yeah.
before, so
Yeah, but we're still good on that. You know, just we're good.
Nothing
I'll
to
keep
see
it at
here.
that. No, yeah. Nothing. See no evil, right?
yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
Okay, well, speaking about nothing, seeing nothing, we gotta talk about that
Okay.
Zesty Webbie now.
Stop.
First of all,
Give a couple more down. We need a couple more though.
And we see that lean right on Webbie too, Iceberg. Just in case you didn't think we would beat that.
You're the worst for that too.
Right
First of all-
right beside the crop top. Nah, bruh.
first of all,
And then having Pimp C in there too.
Right.
well, this is the thing.
He's on the
Webbie,
opposite
first of all, we know Webbie for INDEMP. Do you know what that mean, man?
She got a
Get your
whole
ass
house.
out of here.
She got a whole car.
look. Jim
She got her own car. She got her own house. She got her own job. So, first of all, this dude comes out and salute the Webbie, man. You know what I'm saying? He does
Salute
a lot
the
of
Webbie,
stuff in the community, man. Let's be clear, man. You know what I'm saying? So
He kind of looked like Brandon Ingram a little bit.
Oh, man.
he ain't little no more neither. He got that gut. But salute the Webbie though. He's doing nice things in the community.
Salute the Webbie.
But you can't come out here with this zesty outfit and think ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. So long story short, the dude comes out, is this supposed to be a Pimp C tribute photo shoot? With your stomach out? Come on,
Pimp C
son.
rolling in his grave right
Come
now.
on. Oh, dog.
Disrespectful.
Silverthorne said gangsta.
Gangsta
Licious.
Licious.
Man,
Wow.
shout out to the Boondocks,
damn.
Aaron Gruder, the Gruder.
Oh my God. Facts.
Glory.
Glory.
Now this is supposed to be for Pimp C, and I guess maybe he lifted it up, maybe trying to show his stomach. But then it's like it looks kind of sus with the false fur. Stop. So he said basically this on IG real quick. He said this.
Fair use.
My shout out to all the people in the world, the East Coast, the West Coast, the North, the South. Look here, I just want to know why y'all don't repost and double post shit when I tell a kid to stay in school and you can be whatever you want to be. And you know, the positive things about life, you know what I'm talking about? Because that's what I represent, savage life, because I done been through it all. You heard me? Shout out to all my dogs, all my homegirls. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, quit playing. Quit playing on that internet, man. Folks, that shit get crazy.
J Kent Bebo P the chat, man. Is he capping, man? Or is he just trying to basically cover up for this for the sus? You know what I'm saying? And that
Of course, he's trying to put lipstick on a pig, man. You can't do that. Like we done seen it. Like
probably more than that at this rate. But
you went out there with it, bro. Like you went out there with that Aaliyah outfit on, and you can't. There's no do over. You can't take it back.
You can't say it. He came out with the age ain't nothing but a number.
He needed that. He needed that Greek freak. He needed that Giannis Google phone to try
to erase the bull,
delete himself out of there, man. Like, watch me do this. Watch me delete this.
PB is in the building. He said he gay.
Hey, that gay.
Oh my God. Nino saying not Aaliyah though. Bebo, man, this is your guy, man. This used to be first of all, this used to be your anthem, man, for all the girls, man, that you had.
East Coast.
Look, and you see
y'all really feel it.
Hey, y'all see who's bopping as he try to put it on Bebo. Y'all see the two down there who's bopping. Stop.
Bebo, what you think about Webbie though on this joint, man? Like
just that photo shoot situation, man, that's mega sus behavior. Yeah, but it's gonna be labeled as fashion or it is disrespectful to Pimp C. Thank you for
now. You know you're gonna see some cats in Atlanta wearing this bull.
It's still disrespectful.
Oh, they've been wearing it.
They been. Oh yeah, that ain't nothing new to ATL.
They've been wearing that since the early 2000s.
Shoot.
Post Freaknik.
Man. Freaknik 94 coming soon to a theater.
Coming soon.
Right. To a streaming platform near you. Hope your auntie's in there.
Not that baby.
Well, J can't well.
But long story short,
but it's Zesty situation. Yeah, man.
It's definitely Zesty.
Some folks, as we see in the chat, they're treating this like they're adding it to that slew of Bud Light videos that we've been seeing, if y'all know what I'm saying. But others might, others might approve of it. So hey,
coming out party.
Yvonne saying that coming out party, dog. That's sus.
It makes you wonder what's really going on, or do we really know?
First poofy of the night.
Don't forget about LeBron dress.
Might hear that Timberland production with Webbie now.
Hey man, first of all, salute to Miss LB. $10, $5 holler.
$5 holler.
I seen double. I seen the 10.
She got a whole out.
She got a whole joint. It's saying Antoine said he was dressing like the independent woman he was rapping about. Oh my God.
That's all that vodka and cranberry music.
So we see Webbie here.
First of all, salute Miss LB.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Salute Miss LB.
Appreciate you.
For the $5 hollow.
We see what's going on here, regardless of the thoughts. Yeah, see, Carmen.
Carmen know what's going on.
Shout out to Zach, man.
Yeah, what's going on?
But yeah, we see what's going on here. We saw the LeBron pink situation, apparel situation, and we saw in February on Ebony Magazine the Jonathan Major situation. And none of this is new. But do you guys think that there's a push going on for something in particular regarding these recent slew of instances, let's just say? And if so, what if it, or is it the same situation that we've been seeing on that Grove tip?
Well, and like Carmen said, we saw the Bud Light situation. We know what's going on as far as the boycott situation. We saw the photo shoot with old dude, your guy, whatever, with the slave face. We saw how Cameron was getting some pushback with the comment that he said about the Creed movie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that picture with Jonathan Majors
And the hot tub
and,
joint, you know
Michael
what
B.
I'm saying?
Jordan.
He said that's why he didn't go see Creed.
Yeah.
Man.
You know.
Hey, E. Hernandez is basically saying it's Young Thug's fault. Dang.
For those who don't know, they're referring to that little slight Raiden situation that he was dressed in a few years ago.
Yeah.
Devon said he got that around the way girl pose.
Wow.
And this is the thing. First of all, let's be clear. Hey, I don't know about Lil Weak.
What he said.
Hey, hey, let's be clear.
You know, Carmen, when you got that broke wrist syndrome, you know the situation.
Be something else that's broke too. I was waiting on that. I was waiting on that one.
Delivered.
Shout out to Minister Jap in the building. But also too, let's be clear. We saluting our LGBT alphabet people. Salute. It's not no knock. But my thing's like this. If you are what you are, then just say what you are.
Right.
So
you ain't got a lot of kicking.
Just come on out the tub.
You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
Come on out that tub. Devon saying, reading an article this week about the W Supreme. Man, come on.
Infiltrating black spaces.
Come on. They start with us first, man. Start with us first.
Yes, always.
But again, like I said, what y'all thinking in the chat, man? I see man saying
Jonathan Major. He said Jonathan
fishy,
Major
dog.
Kind of fishy. Oh, okay.
Fishy.
A little fishy, man.
Fishy.
Yeah, I agree. Pyre saying that why Cliff John, that purple dress cover by Thugger.
Jean.
Yep.
Peace, dude.
Michael Butt. Y'all wildin'. Miss LB saying, do that tribute seems suspect since we know that Pimp C's stance was.
Yep. Ooh.
He was one of the man. He had one of the toughest stances.
Yep. Right before his untimely,
Right.
Absolutely.
He dropped that
First of
bar
all,
and
salute
Scarface
to
too.
El Turner in the building.
El Turner said definitely an intentional agenda. The rainbow situation in play. Have y'all seen the attack on the Mario Brothers movie by the woke community for not incorporating the rainbow situation in it? Ooh. Maybe that's why it's more than Disney.
Mario Brothers never had one of them characters in there, so why should they put one in there now?
Facts.
But
again,
were you trying to say Luigi was suspect?
But again, to me, that's what people saying. They're making money because it didn't have the agenda in it.
Yeah, that's what dude's saying. That's what dude's saying.
Yeah,
It's getting attacked because it didn't have allegedly or apparently didn't have that sus situation in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Salute Chris in the building. What's going down?
Chris,
man?
what's good?
What's going on with you, man? Glad to have you over here.
Absolutely.
Again, if you just getting in here,
welcome.
with the family, man. Welcome, man. It's hip hop family. J Camp in the middle, Bebo P on the side. Pause. We in here all night, man. For about a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying?
On the side.
But again,
man, on the side. Dang.
Yeah.
Because y'all made.
Join the family. You know what I'm saying? Let's be
y'all
clear.
made.
The fam, you made.
Yeah. Hold up, man. Miss Carmen saying, nah, Luigi had swag with the toad.
Have you seen the movie, Carmen? I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see the movie.
He had a little broke wrist going down.
Yeah, Devon said this is their type of artist after canceling the baby.
Ooh. Now that's a cool right there.
Ooh.
You know Devon gonna come with the cool.
Facts.
Tinfoil hat situations going on.
El Turner saying Disney has come under heavy scrutiny in court, incorporating woke agendas in the films aimed towards kids. This thing. We was gonna talk about the what's the name tonight. I didn't put the slide, and we're gonna talk about that on Saturday a little bit. The Cardi B situation in the Dalai Lama joint. We're gonna talk about that this Saturday, man. I wanted to make sure we had time for Stu. And first of all, for everybody being nosy, Miss LB, J Camp's out. He's on remote location. You know what I'm saying? I know Miss LB was asking earlier, man, where you was at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all know he's
Yeah,
at that
man.
cabin from the movie Shooter with
Yeah, he
Mark
in that
Wahlberg.
cabin. Yeah.
Location.
He on set.
at my Duke spot. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you just snitched on
Yeah.
yourself, bro. Dang,
You know what I'm
you just gonna do that to
saying?
me.
Mama camper.
Yeah.
Hey, salute
camper,
the
you
mom
know.
camper
Salute
and the whole camp
Shit.
family, man.
Shit.
Salute. You know what
Mama.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mama
you
Bird
look
saying, I can see told Bowser was dressed up like a leather man. Facts.
Stop it.
We don't need to know the movie J Camp. We played the game.
Oh, yeah.
Facts.
All right.
I played all the
yeah.
Marios.
Here y'all go, man. Y'all going in. Power 700 up in this piece, aka
Hundo.
700 Club.
We ain't
Said Little
gonna
Mermaid
get to the
song.
next topic.
Yeah, he said Little Mermaid songs being altered to make Eric look like a G word, allegedly, whatever that means. Okay.
Well, anyway, like I said, man, just this is the thing, man. This is a family situation over here. So again, it's our job as intelligent men and women
Family
to look
affair.
out for our families, man. And sometimes it comes from our own family. Let's be 100, man. So again, educate your family, man. Because again, there's some G words, G grooming going on.
Say that.
Yeah, so
Iceberg.
just be cool with the fam, man. Mario has a fruity character now. They're just getting out of hand. Facts. So like I said,
talking
man,
about-
it's our job to understand
He
that,
turned
man.
into the raccoon.
Yeah, protect that family, man. Real talk. But speaking of protecting themselves,
Oh man.
we gotta talk about J. Ken's favorite rapper, man. That T.I.P. Mr.
Keep it
Wakanda
pushing.
himself. dog.
Expeditiously, my brother.
We have to protect Wakanda. Bend your head down, Tip.
Uh-oh. Iceberg giving thee all kind of these. He giving the M Bison, the Ryu, the Ken, that Daseem.
Everything. The
That's a
Chun-Li
J. Camp.
kick.
The Blanca.
E-Honda
Oh, hold
slap.
up, man. Miss B is in the building, man. Latoya was
Latoya
good.
B
What's going down?
was good,
Salute.
sis. She said, does it have
Latoya
that?
B.
Ooh, she
Yeah.
said, boo. Talking about the
Yeah.
Mario movie. Okay.
Yeah.
And the sus behavior. Mama said Mario already
Mama
has.
Bear going in.
No, that sussy
going in?
mushrooms running
She's
around.
basically saying
All
it's
right.
all
Going in.
sus. She said it's
Yeah,
all
she going in.
sus.
Wow. All right.
L Turner saying one more thing. Western Hollywood is trying to push for Nintendo to incorporate the, but Nintendo stood firmly against it, man. Marketing their movie towards the fans, and now they're reaping the benefits.
L. Turner,
People
we
pull
gonna
out
give
the
you
money.
Oh, it's on.
We're gonna
Quoted
give
as
L.
nice
Turner
L Turner.
Nintendo,
an entire red pill
Salute
section.
Miss B.
An
AB,
entire
left,
red
right,
pill section for L. Turner.
LB, ABA, left, right, ABAB. Left,
Hey, well, this is the thing though, man. We do like seeing this in hip hop, man. T.I.P. our guy, Boosie badass. You know what I'm saying? With that perfect hairline. They basically went to the airport, squashed the beef. Now, if you remember, Boosie had an issue with Tip basically snitching on his cousin. Dead one.
Tip said he was capping.
And Tip said he was capping. So they talked it out in the airport. Allegedly, they squashed it. But T.I. basically said there was never no beef.
That's what he said.
Stop the cap.
J. Kent, Bebo P, the chat. Is T.I. the president of Wakanda? Is he capping?
Oh man.
I mean, he basically already said he was capping when he made up the whole story. And he had to actually give a receipt to show that he was capping. I ain't never seen a man just keep a receipt on him and then be able to pull it out in the airport. Oh,
He
by
snitched
the
on
way,
himself.
Since you're here, check out where I never really said that. Come on.
It's expeditiously right here.
Expeditiously.
Oh man.
Come on, bro.
I guess. Yeah, this is very sus. I mean, it like you said, Iceberg, it's a dope situation whenever two black men or just people in general can resolve their differences if they really have them.
This is
But for
silly.
this is very, yeah, J Camp, this is very, very suspicious, and that it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder.
Economic.
Right. It makes me wonder, was this a was this really a play from Jump Street in order to try to build up some hype for their upcoming project? I'm ready, Iceberg. We ready, Jake Camp Watson?
Iceberg ain't going for no investigation. He's going directly for the.
There it is. What? Damn.
God damn, Jake Camp, I think he snitched on him, Joe.
Elementary, my dear Jake Camp, Negro Watson. What is going on right here?
Well, this is the thing, man. I kind of see it as, again, I think it's a Koof joint because, again, this has all the writing on the walls to be basically one of the Mopar albums of the year. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear. Bootsy,
Yeah,
Louisville,
I agree.
T.I. just killed it on that Jermaine Dupri and Currency.
Yep.
And then they've had it in the stash, like Stu Bangas was saying, man, on the Vic Spence joint, man. It was in the tuck for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, this is great opportunity. If you understand marketing, this is perfect because people love negativity. You know what I'm saying? They love people fighting.
You saying he's an opportunist?
From my
There goes.
recollection, goddamn, they kept
No, you
my
go
recollection.
again,
I think the nigga was on it.
Elementary
They was on
to
it.
middle school, my dear Jake Camp.
Yeah, my nigga J. Camp. So again, I think it's a lot of cap, but also I think, you know, most people can, if you're great, you can, if you're a spin doctor, you can spin this joint into gold. Pull out the money, people.
I got money.
It ain't gold, but it's green, baby.
I
You
think
know?
this is a great situation for them again to get that bag, man. Again, I mean, you got to spin it. The money's just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Miss LB saying, fresh out from my observation comes to play when my fam's concerned. I need to know where y'all at. Man, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, Miss LB.
Yeah,
All
she's
day,
just checking on
all
it.
day.
Checking on the
Yeah.
cat.
Do y'all think, real quick before we move on, do y'all think that people are really looking forward to a collaboration of this nature?
Heck yeah.
Okay. What do you think, J Camp?
That Mopar music, that they want it.
I mean, Boosie has a lot of fans. Tip
Facts.
does too. So that
Facts.
doesn't surprise me.
And most of them blend together. It's them people that get in the fights at the Waffle House. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Stop it.
So they gonna love this kind of bull. You know what I'm saying? Carmen's saying like T.I., but anyone really anxiously waiting on the album from him? Yeah, I think they are. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
think
again,
they are
it's-
too, Carmen. I'm
you
not
know-
saying.
hey,
there's a
Boosie got
lot,
fans,
but
man. Let's be
there's some.
clear.
Yeah. Boosie does have fans as well as T.I., but yeah, they have
Nino agreeing, man. T.I. spit on that
T.I. did.
For
T.I.
promotional,
did.
for motivational
yeah.
use only. Yeah,
He cooked on there.
T.I. for that. Yeah.
He cooked on there.
Hold up,
And Miss
Snoop.
LB, come on. There's your 10. There's your 10.
INDC. No, yeah, she saw that 10, man. You know what I'm saying? I saw it coming, man. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Miss
So,
LB said Tip.
Sing it again,
said
y'all.
Tip didn't lie.
INDENP. I can't spell, man. But salute for the $10 holla,
He
man.
said he didn't lie. He moonwalked after he see he wasn't riding with that ish. Stop the cap.
Rat tattoo swag. Yeah, from low IQs to higher IQ. Yeah, man.
Stop.
Facts, man. Come on, man.
Well,
Wow.
my professor got me sweating
Glory.
on the bill. Y'all know the bill stay sweating, y'all. Well, now. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Man saying T.I.'s been doing a thing, bringing attention to himself, great music to stay relevant since Takers.
Plus, he gotta keep that limelight off him and Shorty.
Damn. Oh, yeah, Miss Piggy and Boo. Yeah.
Oh, do I smell a koofy?
Damn.
Do I sense a tinfoil koofy with that? Uh-oh. Combined with it. Hey, J Camp, third time's a charm. There you go again, Negro.
You know.
Elementary again. You went from elementary to middle school to high school.
God damn. Hey, Miss LB saying Boosie and Tip would have been cool, but people want Boosie and Webbie first.
Probably. Probably.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know about Webbie
which
now.
Webbie? It depends on which Webbie.
Right. Which one? Pre
Or
or
Man
post?
saying he failed at the stand-up, so he might as well go back to rap.
dang. Failed to stand up.
Wow.
Damn.
Man, y'all going.
Stay away from
there.
politics. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man, this is the thing. We got to talk about Joe Budden before we get up out of here tonight, man. First of all, put a poop in the joint if you don't rock with Joe Buttons. You know what I'm saying?
Put a poop in the joint.
If you don't rock with Joe, first of all, this thing. Let's be
Never
clear.
heard on there if you're feeling.
Joe Buttons used to be the dopest podcast before Fresh Out. This was a dope podcast, but once Lucky Charms and Rubble from
Stop it.
Rubble from Paw Patrol left.
Nah, guys.
Rubble and Lucky Charms and Bull, when they got out of there, that show went down.
Gone.
But Complex, where he used to work for, ranked him the most powerful voice in media.
There it is.
Stop the cap.
Do you guys agree? Because they made a list of 23 people. It was academics, Rosenberg, Funk Flex, J Camp's guy that had relations with a teenage girl that owns a media company.
That's your homie.
Uh,
He blocked you, not me.
Angela Chinese. The City Girl joint, Carisha. Diddy's all on their face and bull. Is this the reason why, when we talk to Stu Bangas, is this the reason why real hip hop ain't popping over here in the States? Because you have a whole bunch of phony cats, man, running the situation, being gatekeepers.
Yep.
And we don't have no real ones in there really standing up for hip hop. What's your thoughts, J Camp, BWP in the chat?
I mean, it took Conway the Machine basically calling out Flex. And remember, Flex tried to he tried to flip the script and start calling cats out to make new music. And he was trying to tell Conway that he was selling out. But yet he was the one who still wasn't playing no real hip hop on Hot 96. So they know what's going on. But they also have to, like you said, they're gatekeepers because they got to bow down to the machine. To the other delegation. So, but a lot of these cats now have their own platforms. So they don't necessarily have to continue down that path. They just choose to do so.
Yeah, I think this is the machine just, trying to do whatever they can in order to maintain the status quo, y'all. I mean, the platforms that you just named off and many others, Iceberg, you might get like dribble drabbles of hip hop here, there, just to
dabble.
Little sprinkle or something here and there, just to say, well, we added some hip hop to this situation, and we did, just to add that qualifier. But at the end of the day, foundationally, they do not represent hip hop from a holistic standpoint. And again, it's a means to try to suppress the groundswell of what hip hop is really supposed to be. And shout out to Darren Harris for that $10 holla contribution. Darren Harris, you out here trying to compete with Miss LB out here.
Salute, man.
Shout out to you and salute. Darren Harris
Thank
said,
you so much, Darren Harris.
Yeah, Darren Harris.
Go ahead and
said,
read that question, Bebo.
Darren Harris said, in your opinion, does Pusha T rap only about D to the R to the U to the G to the S, or is it just surface level to most listeners? And in reality, there's more depth to his rhymes. Darren wants to just make sure it's not just him and his bias. Let you set that off, J Camp.
I don't think Push raps only about drugs. I do think he actually has some like adult contemporary content when you actually sit back and listen to it.
Facts.
I mean, he's talked about his wife. He's talked about his family multiple times in his track. I mean, it's no different than when we talked about Nimlo's album. It's the same type of thing, man. You still got to tell the stories of how you came up, because to me, that's a success story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Rapping about drugs is not always about you telling people that they need to do it. It's more so, yeah, I did this, but now look at me.
It's a part of the storyline.
It's a part of the storyline.
Yeah.
It's a part of your story arc because hip hop is about telling stories. That's a huge part of it.
I agree.
And a lot of times for MCs, it's a personal biography.
I agree.
Of your life story. It is what it is.
Madden's even saying it's funny how Push can write a McDonald's jingle, even the Arby's joint, the diss, but the majority of his songs are
D to the R to the U
street related.
to the G,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, BOP, what you thinking on that, man?
I'd say more drug reference than drug related, though. I think when you say it's drug related, to me that sounds like he's encouraging people to move their weight. I don't think it's about that really at all. I mean, just me personally speaking. But I guess we can all interpret it differently. But I personally don't think Pusha is 100% about that. I think he mentions it, but that's just something that he did. I mean, there's plenty of other rappers have done the same thing. I mean, we've seen LOX do it. Yeah. I just think like it's like we choose to pick certain people out of a big pot and say it's them that does it. Jay-Z did it for what 5-6
pretty much
albums.
His entire career. Yeah.
American Gangster was come on now.
Yeah, it's Blue Magic.
So, I mean, there's been a lot. There's been a lot of rappers. I mean, let's say 40% of them, 50% of them have done it. That's why we've segmented conscious rap from gangster rap from all the other like small genres of rap. But Tip, Jeezy, I mean, they've all talked about it. That's just it's hood life. Now some of them are capping, studio gangsters, but still. A lot of dudes have talked about it because that's just been a part of our community. I mean, let's be honest.
I don't have anything.
Saying T.I. has progressed. He touches on grown content now.
I agree.
Absolutely he does.
I agree.
Absolutely he does.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I agree. But like I said, good question, D. Harris, man. We appreciate
and
you
great
so
answer,
much,
J.
man.
Camp.
Salute,
great
question.
y'all.
Great question.
But talking about this Joe Budden situation again, is this the reason why BOP and J. Camp and the chat? This is why we're having some issues in hip hop because of the gatekeepers like most of these cats. Because again, there's only a few cats that are on this list. And the list, to me, I saw Sway that kind of holds it down. I saw Big Boy. Big Boy holds it down. Funk Flex does it. Funk Flex does it every now and then. And then Gilly and Wallow, you know what I'm saying? They hold it down too in their own special way. Other than that, the Charlemagne's, let's even go with DJ Academics. He pretty much got people murked in Chirac because he kept on talking about certain things, and so it caused other people. And there's always a reaction to certain things, man. When you talk about him, I don't think he understood what he was doing at the time. So DJ Academics, Joe Buttons is paid for, Nori's paid for. Let's be honest, man. DJ Vlad is on this list. He's paid for.
Do be having some dudes on there though.
Yeah, Adam 22 and No Jumper. Come on, man. Do you think he really cares about the culture? What's y'all thoughts, man, on this J. Camp and Bebo P? Do these people really care about the culture, man, and pushing this forward just like we talked about with Stu Bangas?
I mean, I think our community is smart enough to recognize the real from the fake. You know what I'm saying? We know the agendas is being pushed. We know the forces that's behind a lot of this. We know the hands that's in the pot. At the end of the day, we just got to make sure we continue to move platforms like this forward so that we can continue to give the people what they ask for. And that's pretty much kind of how I look at it. Because, I mean, the machine is in full force. Like, we can't stop it.
You can't. There's no. Absolutely. You're right, J. Camp. Again, they're going to do whatever they can in order to maintain or uplift their agenda within the status quo of the platforms that they're looking to push with their narratives. It's no surprise whatsoever as to why certain platforms get boosted, whereas certain others from a grassroots level doesn't. And we have to get ours straight up out the mud. So that just goes to show, as J. Camp said, that I think we're really along with that. I think that, like what J. Camp alluded to, people are smarter nowadays and they're more hip to what's really going on out here and where to go for certain information and where not to with the advent of social media and really the internet along with that, of course. So it just goes to show along with that, just as a last situation, it's not about the money, it's not about the numbers, you know, it's about the developing a critical mass. I'll put it, not the majority. We don't need, you know, you don't need the majority to understand, you know, the situation, but at a minimum, the critical mass or the right ones, to be more specific, the right ones. You don't need everybody to understand, just the right ones, because from there you can create a disruption that can make a change in order to, you know, populate what's tried and true from the space of hip hop and its essence.
Well,
And
similar
some of
to
these
saying
people
there's
are
so many
charging you
easily
to watch the
influenced
content.
people and weak people, man, that are being influenced, that are very influential in these positions, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So they're going for the bag. It's almost like what what's your boy, man, with the fake hair and bull? Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey said, "Hey, man."
What hair? Are you talking about back in the 90s?
Stop
He
it.
basically said, "Hey, once I get money, I ain't never going back to the hood."
He did.
And that's what they kind of dwell over these dudes' heads. Like, hey, we got you out the hood, but to continue to stay over here,
Gotta dress
you
like
gotta
Webbie.
you gotta keep that bag going. You know what I'm
Gotta
saying? You may
dress
have
like
to.
LeBron with that pink. Gotta be
And
on that
that's why-
ebony like
but see-
Jonathan Major.
But that's why I don't hate on the Pusha T's of the world. And he can easily be rapping about the ish that Drake be talking about, singing, doing all that.
Well, but we've seen Pusha T with a puppy dog handbag.
We have,
Yep.
we have. But
Do you think all these people, man, are in that hot tub, bull?
I expect Cash to slip. I mean, let's be clear, man. Some of these dudes are running into a new bag.
Not LaDonna, dog.
LaDonna. Some of these people are running into a new bag
Ooh.
they ain't never got their hands on before.
And they'll do anything
Anybody-
to get it, J. Kim?
Anybody can be corrupted. Anybody can be corrupted.
Ooh, okay.
Power
With-
700.
with
Good.
With the right circumstances, anybody can be corrupted.
Legenda?
And, ooh, wow.
So that's the way I look at it.
Not Legenda, man.
Hashtag
What say you
Pink
though, Bebo P, on that topic?
I'll let I'll let the chat speak at this point, man. I think you did very well on your commentary, man. Power 700 Club said Nori has been somewhat credible to be. Shout out to Nori. You know, he gave us our first shout out. You know, he and the Drink Champs. They gave us our first shout out from a notable stance. You know, from on.
And at
social
least they
media.
tried.
Yeah, but he said
No, let's be clear. Nori was trying, man, but then when that Kanye hit, it hit different with that interview.
he
dog.
did
it
it
hit different.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
But,
But again, man, like I think we have to allow room for error too. Like
Fact.
nobody's perfect out here, man. People gonna make
Yeah.
mistakes. You know, I'm not going to say that Nori don't deserve to be in the position that he's in because he made a couple of mistakes.
No, he
man.
grinded. Let's be clear. Yeah.
And just
Along the way,
and for the
man.
listeners, Power 700 said Nori has somewhat credibility to be on there, but Vlad 700 Power 700 thinks Adam gave up on that, and Joe said he stopped talking about hip hop, which is ironic. Sub comment: the iceberg flak was real. The iceberg flak was real.
I absolutely agree with what Power's saying. I mean, because Joe gave up on hip hop, but also hip hop gave up on Joe.
Mama
You
Bear,
know what I'm saying?
say
So,
J Camp is speaking facts. Everybody has a price.
everybody got a price, man.
I
Like,
got money.
And if you say that you don't, you lying. Period.
Stop the cap.
Hey man.
So why it's easy for us to say like what some of these people are doing is obviously gatekeeping and agenda driven. But at the end of the day, these people were shown something they ain't never seen before. I mean, they took it, but I'm just saying there's a lot of people out there who would have done the exact same thing.
And that's
if
where
you're being honest.
that's where integrity or your level of it comes into play. So
Absolutely, integrity comes into it, but also, man, like some people like the bag or integrity. It's the red or the blue pill. Which one do you choose? You know what I'm saying? So
Matt
if you
saying
wanna-
Joe
if you
still
wanna
mentions
unplug-
about hip hop, man. He capping, man.
Man,
Stop the cap.
I almost said something.
Power 700 said to you, Jay Camp, because Joe gave up on Slaughterhouse, but mostly the Woo.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Okay, but he faces quote unquote consequences.
He did. He did. He did.
Again, man, like I said, this is why we want to talk about this list, because it shows you where things are going. And again, this is why you come over here to Fresh Out, J Camp, Bebo P. You know how it goes down. Iceberg slid them. Salute also too, man, to DJ Scandals, man.
DJ Scando,
who's in the building tonight too, man. Always holding it down. Silverthorne saying the bag exposes the level of your
It does. It
integrity,
does.
man.
And there's a
Come
lot of
on,
people
man.
who get their bag waved in front of their face, and they take it one time, and it's like a drug. They keep going back to it, and that's what I'm saying. So, and a lot of them people have never seen that type of bag ever, and they don't want to lose it.
It is different. J Camp's spot on. It's different when your family's dependent on that too, and you got to do what you got to do. So
absolutely, man.
Hey,
while it's corn, it sounds cornball, but I ain't hating.
You know we gave you guys a Iron 25 tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? J Camp, take us home, Bebo P, man.
Man, again, salute to Stu Bangas, Fresh Out Top 5 hip hop producer.
Let's be clear.
2023, 2022, still continue to do his thing, still continuing to just blaze his own trail. He got his son out here doing work. The fact that he's got a son, man, just making money. Heat too.
RJ Payne spit on his son's beat.
Man, you can't. I can only imagine how proud he is, man, as a dad, man. That's major. You talking about a dude getting that? That's integrity. He's at least he's giving back. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that. That's what I do respect all day long, man.
Teach him how to fish, man. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all holding it down, always keeping things lively, always keep us laughing all day long. Y'all was going in on Tip. Y'all body Doja Cat. Y'all really body Webbie. Pretty much told him get his stinking out of here. Get out of here.
Man, y'all roasted LeBron too.
Roasted Bron, Budden. A lot of people got roasted today.
Yeah, roasted tonight, man. Come on, man.
You
gotta get that flame on.
Even somehow Pusha T got roasted too a little bit.
And sucker punched.
By consequence. Wow.
Man, he did get sucker punched though.
He did.
Baby, I got sucker punched by a young punk.
Yeah, hit me in my snot locker. Oh man. Bebo P, man, what's your thoughts, man? Shout outs before we get up out of here.
Hey, mega thanks to Stu Bangas for rocking with all of us here on this platform we call Fresh Out. We appreciate y'all the same, because there is no Fresh Out without you guys supporting what it is that we do for the culture and just everything about hip hop. Shout out to you, brothers, J Camp, Iceberg. You know, shout out for y'all contributions for what y'all do. Definitely come back this coming Saturday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And keep your seeds away from the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, man.
Might have
God bless
in the building on Saturday. Stay tuned.
Might have a what, J Camp?
Might have another one in the building. Stay tuned. Peace, Madden too, man. Be safe, my brother.
Log one again. Safe.
Hey,
y'all heard J Camp, man. Y'all heard J Camp. We got somebody special coming through on Saturday, man. Tap in on Saturday. Another dope little interview, man. It's getting heavy over here, man. Salute to Reverend Dr. Minister.
Salute to the Rev, man.
For the cash.
Well, right now, Reverend Dr. Professor.
You know you're cooking when somebody calls you the Rev. The Rev is gonna be in town this weekend.
And you know he got a Cadillac with some gold or some chrome rims, dog. Yeah, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Got two deacons to drive him around everywhere.
Fact, we see you, Reverend Doctor.
Yeah,
we see
man,
you, brother.
Appreciate you,
we
bro.
appreciate you, Mega. Yeah, salute.
Hey, man, again, man.
P just putting Dr. Silverthorne's
man, showing his whole air. Hey, let me show you air.
All they saw all they saw was the amount.
Yeah.
All they could see was the amount.
Financial information.
It had the Boca effect. All they saw was the amount.
Nah, Miss LB, you still coming back on.
Yeah,
We
man.
still gonna have you
Nah,
back
hey
on.
man.
Yeah, we
Oh
gotta
no,
go get you back on
hey,
the
this
show.
thing, man.
Yeah, we got
we
you.
got a little
back.
special situation too, man. So we got to get you on, Miss LB.
Trying to get Antoine on
Yeah,
too.
we got Twan on, man. We gotta get all the heavy
Everybody-
hitters.
Miss
on,
LB,
man.
you trying to get
man.
you
All
just
the
trying to
heavy
get back
hitters.
on to check your work husband. Uh-oh, she paying money. See y'all, she paying it.
Miss LB.
Hey, Miss
Iceberg,
LB,
you
we gotta get you on the
messy,
show, man. Come on,
but
man.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
Nah, J Camp. Nah, not with
Again,
that Webbie wrist. And on that note,
We got a special
that broke
situation
wrist.
Saturday. We got something for you guys too, man. Next week, a little special situation, man. So keep on tapping in, man. We getting heavy in the paint, man. Again, thank you everybody for the subs, man. We getting crazy subs every day, man. And we're not even going as hard as we want to go. We about to go real crazy this month, man. So again, next month, you're gonna see a lot of content from us, man. J Camp, Bebo P, man. Shout out to DJ Scandalous, always helping us out, man, holding us down. Again, not the Webbie
shout out to the mods
to
too
you
on
too,
our Facebook.
Mama
Yeah.
Bear.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Carmen, that's shown down here. If y'all are watching this on
Carmen,
YouTube,
Miss
and
LB,
Nightmare.
Nightmare. Come on, salute
Yeah.
Nightmare.
You know what I'm saying?
in the
Shout out
building,
to
man.
Nightmare holding us down on the Hip Hop Junkies private Fresh Out Facebook situation. So we
Yes,
definitely want to
yes,
give
yes.
flowers there, and everybody else out there who may not have been mentioned. Mama say you boys need washed up but close.
Stop it.
Uh-oh,
Make sure y'all go,
she's saying we need to be this right here.
Make sure y'all check out Mama Bear too on Saturday.
Yeah,
Yes,
salute.
yes,
follow Mama
yeah.
Bear, too.
Check
I
out
need
the
that
man,
artwork.
again. Hey, Bebo said, he said, Reverend
Close
Silver
it out
said,
with
close it out
some
with some bars,
bars.
man. Come on, man.
Bebo
Come on.
P.
Y'all stay tuned for that. That's coming soon. That's coming soon.
Thank you for coming out and good night.
God bless you. Again,
Nah,
man,
tonight was about Stu Bangas and y'all. So
Yeah.
stay tuned though.
Hey, man, again,
and
shout out
stay
to all the
tuned over
sponsors,
here.
man.
Stay tuned over here, y'all.
Shout out to D. Harris, man,
For the
Miss
bars.
LB, Mr. Reverend Dr. Silverthorne, man, for the support, man. Salute that, man. Again, hit the like button.
Yes.
Share all this stuff, man, because we want the channel to grow. But again,
Facts.
J Camp, Bebo P, Iceberg Slim, man. We see y'all on
We out
Saturday,
here.
man. Be safe, man.
Knowledge is king. Peace.
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 I'd like to take this chance to apologize. Absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World No Dangerous Podcast. Bebo P's in the building. What's good?
Was going bar for bar. Shouts out to the fans, man.
Let's get it.
Man,